Be honest, do you think you could recognize famous classic rock riffs if they were played backwards? Hey there, I'm Dan, the self-proclaimed Lonely Rocker. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in this episode, it's an exploration of being backwards.
I always knew you were a little backwards.
Of course you'd say that, but I've got 5 classic rock riffs that I've actually learned how to play backwards. Let's check out the first one so you get an idea what we're doing here. Come on, that one's not that tough. Take another listen.
Flipping that around probably melted your brain.
Well, you could say that, but this was pretty straightforward in terms of timing. Reversing it wasn't that complicated, which I think is the reason why this might be the easiest one to spot.
How easy is it for the proper false in a man's backward scales to set their riffs?
Anyways, wondering your thoughts. Let me know in the comments.
All riffs will be revealed. Stay tuned.
All right, let's keep going on my list of top 5 classic rock riffs in reverse with number 4. How about one more listen to it? Any idea what that riff is? Let me know in the comments. Maybe there's something with the hand position or maybe a couple of notes together that is reminiscent of the riff going forward.
Forward I shred since we have come so far.
Anyways, I should mention all the tones that you are hearing today is running through this wonderful amplifier here. This is the Tube Workshop Lulis. This is kind of think JCM 800 on steroids with a built-in overdrive circuit here. You've got JCM and JTM modes. Absolute awesome amp. I've got a full video on this amplifier. I'll let you know a little bit later about that. All right, so let's keep this list going. We're on to number 3. This is an absolute classic of classic rock riffs, at least one of my favorites anyways, in reverse. Let's check it out. All right, I'll give you another chance. Let's take another listen to it.
I'm starting to think you're just throwing in some quote notes to sell this.
No, that's not true. I actually spent quite a bit of time figuring them out. I'll talk about my process a little bit later. But now we're on to number 2, and this was one of the most challenging ones to get in time because forward, this guitar player had a particular knack for sort of playing with time a little bit, and it's really all about feel. All I'm gonna say, but let's check out backwards riff number 2. Perhaps you need to listen to it again. All right, well, we've got 4 in the books.
And 0 in tune.
Whatever you say, buddy, but we're into number 1. This is the last one. I think of all the riffs here, just sounds really different in reverse. It just, I don't, even though it might be pretty obvious when I reveal it, but anyways, let's just take a listen to it. Let's take another quick listen to that.
Any ideas?
I'm really curious to see how many of these you guys can get right. And boy, really enjoying this amplifier. You know, I spend a lot of time on this channel talking about tone.
Be not afeard, the isle is full of tones, riffs, and sweet lakes they give delight and hurt not.
Alright, it's time.
For the big reveal.
So in figuring out these backward riffs, what I did is I actually recorded the riffs properly and then I digitally reversed them and then figured them out. And that was a bit of a challenge because in reverse, sometimes it just didn't make sense. And I wanted to pull it off as close as possible so it sounded like a real riff going forward. But when I reverse it, I wanted it to reveal. So what you're about to hear is I've basically taken the full mixes and I've digitally reversed them so the bass and drums are going to sound completely backwards. But like invisible ink, it's going to reveal these 5 famous riffs. So let's check out the big reveal for riff number 5.
You'd have to be a little crazy if you didn't get that one.
I'm crazy.
Well, aren't we all a little bit crazy? But that is Crazy Train from Ozzy Osbourne. I think this is the easiest one on the list. Certainly doesn't take away from the riff itself, but the timing is pretty straight. So in reverse, I think it revealed there's some signature parts there that hopefully you figured out, but let me know in the comments. All right, so number 4. Did you spot it?
The mood really changes when you flip that one around.
Yeah, that one kind of had the upside down effect, right? It's kind of a nice, cool, bluesy, dark riff, but backwards it felt extra happy. But that is Carry On Wayward Son from Kansas, an absolute classic. Wondering if you got that one? Well, some of you will keep me informed in the comments. All right, let's keep this going. The big reveal, number 3.
Rewind? Nay, help me to my guitar. I will not back.
Anyways, yes, that was Let's Get It Up by AC/DC. Probably one of my favorite straight up rock and roll riffs of all time. Absolutely love that song. And in reverse, there was some moments there, but I don't know. Did you get it? I want to hear from you. Again, let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep asking that. Anyways, we're into number 2. Now, this was one of the most difficult ones in terms of timing because this guitar player is notorious for slipping in and out of time. Some people call him sloppy. He's certainly not, but he's written some of the greatest riffs of all time. Did you get number 2? Yes, it's Led Zeppelin, Livin' Lovin' Made. What a killer riff. One of the most classic of classic riffs of all time.
No doubt that's a defining riff.
For once, we agree. Did you get it? Let me know. All right, so now we are into number 1. The number 1 on my list of backwards classic rock riffs is... Yes, we got Rush, the Spirit of Radio. In my opinion, one of the greatest live rock tracks of all time. Now, some people argue that's a progressive rock song, much like you could argue that the Aussie riff is a classic metal riff, but they're all great classic rock riffs. Wondering if you got that right. I want to hear your scores. Please let me know in the comments. And just wondering about your thoughts on all of this.
I kinda backed out halfway through.
Of course you did. Well, perhaps I'll catch you in the next one.
Maybe I'll be back.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope you played along. I look forward to reading your comments, and let me know your scores. Honesty here, I've nothing to win here. Just it's all about honor. So let me know in the comment section. If you would like to see another 5, a different format, different genre, whatever.
Let me know in the comment section.
Perhaps I will consider that.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Always want to hear your thoughts and let me know down in the comments. But if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And while you're down there, well, we have been rocking out through to the Tube Workshop Lulis. I did a whole video about that. That's sitting here on screen. You can check that out. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll. And I'll catch you in the next one.
You got what I need.